Cancer, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for March 14th through the 20th of 2016. I'm Athen, and this is for Sidereal. If you are new to the channel, be sure to check out the link down below because the signs are different. All right, so Cancer, this week we are in the integration phase of this solar eclipse cycle. We just had a solar eclipse last week, and so now we're in the first quarter phase about implementing these insights or new things that have been coming to us. Now, this has been specifically involving these two areas of your chart, your 8th house and your 9th house. The 8th house is about everything that's deep, meaningful, perhaps shared resources, shared things in your life, perhaps making change in your life. You know, re-examining that. How are your bonds? How are your connections? How is your healthy sense of codependency? What are the deeper aspects of life that maybe it's time to change? You know, and really changing self is the essence of the whole chart, but specifically when it comes to these transformations. Now, in terms of your 9th house, what about your philosophy on life maybe hasn't been serving you, or what can be changed with that, your worldview, your perspective? And it's through this changing time that we are coming up to this lunar eclipse later in the week, and it's all about what we're integrating here with it this week. It's all about action. It's all about moving that energy forward. So the sun is very much in your 9th house, so I think a lot of you are focused on perhaps the more philosophical life path energies. Perhaps some of you might be connected to nature, maybe doing some light traveling, anything that expands your horizon, reading philosophy. All of that's a very good source of energy for you right now at the moment with the sun here, and the sun will be here for about the next 30 days. So good areas to really reflect right now, but really take action towards where you can tap into that adventurous spirit. Expand your horizons. Now, Venus is going to be squaring up to Mars here at Monday and Tuesday. So with Venus in the 8th house, you guys are perhaps enjoying those deeper connections, enjoying the depth of life, the truth of life. At least you can be with Venus here. Now, the square up to Mars is suggesting that there is an integration with this. There is a Mars that's recently gone into your 5th house of self-expression, which suggests that you guys are perhaps very direct, very assertive right now when it comes to your self-expression, when it comes to your creativeness, your passions in life. And so this is a good area for integration to see where you can express yourself perhaps in that deep and meaningful way. Express the truth. And all of that is that square. Now, Monday and Tuesday, Mercury is going to be opposing up to this Jupiter. And then he's going to be squaring up to that Saturn and sextiling up to Pluto, which is this position where we had the eclipse. So now our minds are going through this balancing point. You know, and this is the big emphasis too, is this whole life path is shifting you so that you can cultivate the material enjoyments of life. This is going to be the theme for the next 2 years. So there's a lot of positive energy for you to follow those enjoyments, material enjoyments, to be grateful for what you have, to enjoy the material things in your life, maybe cultivate a good solid base of financial security. So whatever that is, it's balancing in terms of the 8th, because the 8th is everything non-physical, all our values that we can't immediately see having a physical counterpart, but they do. And that's the whole counterbalance of this, is while you're connecting to the deeper side, whether it's with relationships, whether it's with yourself, it's seeing that life does have a material counterpart. These deep things do. And to get that sensual energy, to connect to your senses and enjoy things can help balance that out. And that's really the key with that. Now, the square up to Saturn is suggesting with that self-expression, you know, there is this discipline, maturity. This has been going on since last year. Integrating that grounded approach to how you express yourself, I think, is important. This could be simple pleasures, simple enjoyments in life, particularly with your creativity, your passions, your hobbies, and be taking those seriously this week. Now, sextile up to Pluto is suggesting that there's this change that's been happening with your daily routine, daily activities, and there's a lot that can be implemented. Pluto's actually been very supportive in all this. We'll continue to trine up to Jupiter. In fact, that trine will go exact on Wednesday, midweek. So it's all about changing what's possible, changing your life so you can connect to that material enjoyment, changing your routine, changing your work, changing anything on that daily level to facilitate all this. It's a deep, powerful change to do so. Jupiter squaring up to Saturn, of course. So with that Saturn, it's all about building and integrating these possibilities, taking the mature, grounded approach, which will be strong this week. And then on Thursday, Mercury goes over the South Node and over Chiron. Okay, so here we've been learning a lot about the past. We've been learning a lot about what old energies are being released, old perspectives, old viewpoints, and new ones as well. So now with Mercury going over the South Node, this is specifically these new insights about what life is about for you. Okay, so, and perhaps even old thinking patterns about life, old perspectives, right? Changing the way you see things from that top-down view, right? Which is that 9th house. So through that openness, there's actually quite a bit of healing taking place too with this. I think your mind, your communication, the way you see things and convey your knowledge and convey information is all getting a reflection this later part of the week. And it's through that reflection you're able to see, okay, what elements about it do you want to keep? What elements about it do you want to let go of? And that's all part of this transformation there. And it's good too with Mercury over the South Node not to get too caught up into any overthinking, overanalyzing. And if you do feel that, to observe the mind in that sense, because essentially the mind is going over the void, which is the South Node, what's receding. Now the week tops off on Sunday with Venus conjoining up to Neptune, which is quite idealistic in a sense, maybe with that deeper connection in life, maybe with relationships, maybe with friends or groups. Could be a great weekend, in fact, for that. At least enjoying it in a more present moment sort of sense. Maybe connecting to home and family, since Venus rules your 4th as well. So an excellent weekend for those things, but mostly in terms of you finding that present moment, enjoyment in them, right? Otherwise, Neptune can create a sort of haze and sort of blur around those areas, friends or home and family stuff or organizations you're a part of. But if you find the present moment enjoyment, the easygoingness, allowing life to guide you in those areas, can be a very enjoyable weekend. All right, Cancer, so have a great week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next week.